Right then, welcome back. Yeah, mega. Honestly, the worst result in doing... some fan media deserves the shit that it gets, right? But the ones that are like genuine fans, we're hurt by this shit. And actually, our views go down. Like, as United fans, generally, I think people come to like my channel and Paddock's channel and some of the other good ones like People's and that for sort of fan-led analysis and opinion and realistically, we all just want to exist in a bit of an echo chamber, don't we? No one wants to go and watch Crystal Palace content following that, even though they're going to talk about the same game, because they're going to do it from a totally different angle. And sort of all fan-generated media gets lumped into the same thing, which is wrong because, you know, fanzines are fan media. As is, you know, someone just doshing something out on Twitter is technically fan media. And it all gets lumped into the same kind of thing. And because of some of the hyper successful ones that appeal to opposition fans, because they think that's what a certain fan base thinks, even though it's not. It's performative and it's aimed at the general fan of fucking everybody to watch it. You know, I make content for United fans, and Paddock make content for United fans, and couldn't give a Frenchman's fuck if there's a single opposition fan watches or not. Don't care. Because we're not going to have anything in common. And I'm not going to do anything performative just for views, because I like to go to the match and not get my fucking head caved in. And I have a good time when I go to the match. And I chat to people about making content about United at the match. And everyone's happy days with it. I'm sure there's some people that see their ass of it, but you can't please everyone, right? Now, when United win, my views go up, which is absolutely sensational as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. Like, I earn from this. So we make more money when United win. I want United to win anyway. I get a nice little tickle if we do as well, because the views go up. When we lose, no one watches. No one wants to hear me sort of analyse how the game went when United have lost. Because as fans, I don't even want to do these sometimes. In fact, I haven't done these sometimes. Even though this is my job. This is how I pay my mortgage, is by making content about Manchester United. And sometimes I don't do it because I can't be arsed with it. Because sometimes it takes away from what is still a hobby. I go to a match with my dad. Like, this is something I've done this is my 34th season of doing this. And I got to say, one of the worst results that you can ever get is 0-0. So Manchester United 0, Crystal Palace 0. How do we analyse that then? Well, I think you start and say, like, I think United deserve to win. And it was a mad disappointing result, because for the first half especially, maybe even to the first 60 minutes, it was some of the best football that we've played under Ten Hag. It was controlling, it was composed, it was suffocating Palace for a major time, and it wasn't just possession without penetration. There was purpose, there was penetration, there was chances created, there were shots. And I don't think the subs helped it, actually. And the subs came on and the balance of the game kind of went, and Palace twisted a little bit and became a little bit more threatening themselves. We missed the cutting edge in that final third. But we absolutely deserve to win a game that we've come away not winning.
Right, these days, staying connected and secure online isn't just a nice to have, it's an absolute must have. Whether you're streaming a match or you're browsing from abroad, that is where Surfshark comes in, making sure that you are always sorted no matter where you are. Surfshark is a solid VPN that keeps your online identity safe, encrypting your data, keeping those nosy cyber criminals and big companies at bay. With Surfshark, you switch up your IP address and virtually explore the internet from anywhere. They've got over 3,200 servers across 100 different countries, and Surfshark gives you the power to unblock sports streams and get into global Netflix libraries. Change your virtual location, dodge geo restrictions, and access blocked websites with ease, whether it's iPlayer, ITV, Netflix from abroad. Surfshark makes sure you never miss a thing. Enjoy a hassle-free streaming experience with the clean web, which keeps those annoying ads and malware out of your way. And the best bit, one account covers all of your devices. If you're ready to step up your online game, use the code Howson, that's HOWSON, for an extra 4 months free at surfshark.com/Howson. Your ticket to secure, unrestricted browsing is just a click away. And with a 30-day money-back guarantee, you've got nothing to lose. Get the freedom and security you deserve with Surfshark. Thanks to Surfshark sponsoring this video. Click the link in the description and get this exclusive discount.
Number 2, Mazraoui's class, right? If we was doing player of the season so far, he would be getting my vote. Like, every single performance I've seen from him, like, think back to all of the players that you've seen in a United shirt and gone, oh, he'll be class when he gets a pre-season. He just needs to settle in. Mazraoui had none of those things. He basically tipped up. It was like a Mad Craig David song. Deal agreed on a Tuesday, as his medical on a Wednesday, Thursday's training, Friday's in the fucking team. And puts in a real good show. And then has just stayed in the team since. How did we get him? How did we sell Wan-Bissaka and then not spend all the money that we got for Wan-Bissaka on bringing him in? Like, why are Sky Sports not running wall-to-wall coverage of how he's the bargain of the summer? He's so technical. He plays with both feet. He's good in tight areas. He's good in the air. He doesn't give the ball away. Defensively, his positioning is just brilliant. He is strong. He's quick. He's quite physical with it. He just makes fantastic decisions when he's in possession, and I can't hear him, but I just get the vibe that he's communicating to everybody around him because everybody around him seems to just have stepped up like half a point. He's just an elite footballer, and I knew he were good. I thought, oh yeah, good player, good solid player, but he's been more than solid. He's been elite. He's been really, really good, and I'm really, really enjoying watching him. And I can't wait to see what he's like after he's had a pre-season, after he's settled in, after he gets 20, 25 games under his belt. Because what a footballer he is. The front three. So you're sitting here thinking, oh, you're going to pan the front three now, aren't you? Because they didn't score. Well, no, actually. I actually thought, for the first half especially, there was a real nice balance to that front three. I thought they... I get the vibe with Xerxes, right, that he's not going to... He's not going to break 30 goals ever for United. He might not break 25, and there's a chance he don't even ever break 20 in a season. But there's just something he does where he just occupies bits of space, creates angles that allow others to go and thrive and do stuff. You know, there was a real fluid nature to our play in that first half. Garnacho started real well. Really should have got himself on the score sheet. Xerxes was bringing it in. Ahmad was linking up, as he has done, with Mazraoui down that right-hand side. It looked real nice. It looked real nice. And I think, as I mentioned in my review last night, I think there's a decision to be made with Xerxes once Højlund comes back. Because I think there may be a way that both of them have to play. And we'll get onto that in a second, because Mainoo and Eriksen, very good. Bruno, really bad. So Mainoo and Eriksen really let their technical quality shine. And I actually think it wasn't the greatest of games from Mainoo, but it was solid. And he kept it ticking quite nice. They both added something to how United controlled the game. Palace's midfield could not get anywhere near us. Eriksen, you're not going to see Eriksen charging around anyway, just because of the physical nature of what he's about. But Eriksen just had days on the ball, and he could get on the turn and make things happen. Bruno, the headline is he lost the ball 34 times. But he didn't really offer much either. Like, he was extremely wasteful. He just didn't seem to play with a level of control that you're hoping he does. He kind of played, and people will accuse him of doing this all the time, and it's not true, but he kind of played like, last 5 minutes we need a winner, but from the start. I wonder, does he experiment with moving Bruno back to that next line and trying a system that involves Xerxes and Højlund? Now, I don't think you're going to get the pressing out of Xerxes that you would get out of Højlund, out of Bruno, but maybe Højlund takes over that pressing duty from Bruno and just allows Xerxes to occupy that little bit of a space. We might be seeing the start of an evolution of how Manchester United play. And it might end up being that, even though Bruno's, people go on like he's fucking ancient. He's not ancient, but, will he still be at Manchester United in 5 years? Will the manager still be at Manchester United in 5 years? Would Ineos want to start us transitioning to a style that is less reliant on a Bruno Fernandes? Because as we've seen, it's the feast and famine with him. When he's scoring, fantastic. But when he's not, I think there's going to be a very interesting Bruno question sort of brought up. Because as we sort of said so many times, you don't improve a team by raising its ceiling. You improve a team by lifting its floor. And I wonder, on some levels, the way we've seen Xerxes kind of operate and help knit the play, would that be better? I'm not, and don't put words in my mouth that I'm not saying, right? I'm saying I don't know the answer to that. I'm saying we can find out. We can have a look. But I still think Bruno's got some excellent qualities. And when we've seen him played in a deeper role, which then tells me, I wonder, is that instructions? Now, obviously, no manager's going, hey, Bruno, see if you can give the ball away about 30 times today. That'd be sensational. But I wonder, is there a way to sort of temper him and rein him in a little bit? Because there's so many qualities that are fantastic in Bruno that people overlook for a couple of things like that. And all of the people trying to compare, I did a tweet the other day about Trent losing it. The difference between Bruno and Trent is Trent is a defender, not an attacking midfielder. If you don't understand the difference between those, I'm not going to get involved with you in it because I ain't got the time to educate you. But it's still problematic. It is still problematic, especially in a game where it comes away and you didn't score. Top and bottom of it. Let's talk about Ligt. He deserves a shout out. I think him and Mazraoui have been really, really astute signings. And I knew he wasn't the lightweight player that Graham Souness was painting him out to be. Maybe he's just come from leagues where it didn't quite suit that real sort of rugged defending. But he's come to the Premier League and he's just gone, oh, I can get away with being a bit more physical. Watch this. He's playing like a proper sort of throwback centre-half that's just loves that physical battle. He's having 1 or 2 key blocks or clearances per game. He's a serious threat from set pieces. I'm ruining him connecting with it so well at that set play because I think that was a real opportunity. He's formed a fantastic partnership with Martinez. And again, he's another player that's not had to settle in, that's probably got gears to go through. Now, a few people have accused me of ignoring Martinez's performance yesterday. Well, I'm going to talk about that in the player ratings, so check out player ratings, which is coming in a couple of hours. And we will talk about Martinez in that video. See you in a bit. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, five-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.